tonight. Something appealing, something appalling, something for everyone. A comedy tonight. Nothing with kings, nothing with crowds. Bring on the lovers, lions and clowns. Old situations, new complications. Nothing portentous or polite. Comedy tomorrow, comedy tonight. Something expensive, something offensive, something for everyone. A comedy tonight. Passions and potions, constant commotions, something for everyone. A comedy tonight. Nothing with kings, nothing with crowds. Bring on the lovers, liars and clowns. Old situations, new complications, nothing portentous or polite. Tragedy tomorrow, comedy tonight. Something convulsive, something repulsive, something for everyone. A comedy tonight. Something aesthetic, something magnetic, something for everyone. A comedy tonight. Nothing with glass, nothing with fate. Weighty affairs will just have to wait. Nothing that's formal, nothing that's normal. No recitations to recite. Open up the curtain.
Welcome, welcome, welcome to Sun City Theater Club's annual presentation of A Comedy Tonight. My name is Kevin Harney. I'll be your MC. And those of you who know theater know that the MC is the thread that holds the pearls together on the necklace. If you pull me out, okay, cast me aside, it'll be pearly chaos everywhere, okay? So, unlike the talent portions of the show, there were no auditions for the MC job. Why are you laughing? I just went humbly, quietly to the meeting at the Desert Oasis. It was on Thursday morning. I got there, I was sure it was the right room, the right day, the right time. It was empty. It was dark. And I turned to go, and suddenly, out of the ceiling panels, 22 drama queens dropped out like ninjas. Some of them had their mascara brushes. I was scared. They said, "Surprise! You're going to be the MC!" And I said, "Oh, surprise, I'm not." They said, "Yes, you are." I said, "Give me one reason." They said, "Hats." I said, "Well, I do like hats." They said, "Well, in the Hohokam language, MC means man who wears many hats." And they had me at the fedora. But before we get on with it, some serious things we need to look at. You see the 3 exit signs? They're there for your protection and for ours. So if you find that you're having an uncontrollable fit of laughter or rage, perhaps some distemper, or the age-old problem of seniors, which is excessive flatulence, get on out of here! Nobody needs that. Second, turn off your cell phones. Disable them. Quiet them down. Because if you do not, I will personally pummel you with marshmallows until you say you will, and you better, okay? Don't try. Hello? Yes. I'm trying. Okay, all right. Okay, yes, sir. I will. Thank you, God. Goodbye. So, this God, he said, just get on with the show already, okay? And so, I'm going to start with a fabulous, unbelievable, unforgettable, fabulous Will Follies. Will Rogers Follies. That's it. Take it away. Here in Sun City, and I'm going to put it into it right now. They say that the matinee audience is kind of slow to pick up. They're yawning a lot. They're digesting a big lunch that they had after church. Okay? But I know better than that. We're going to take it to the limit here, folks. Okay? Now, if you will work with me, I want this to be interactive. I can teach you everything that they just did. It takes about 3 minutes. Okay? So, if you will, just follow my very precise directions. With the left hand, let's start. 1, 2, 3. And the right. 1, 2, 3. Now, together. 1, 2, 3. Faster, across, clap, 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 slap, slap. Somebody always takes it too far. But if you just slapped yourself, You're my kind of people. You're a good audience. Good sheep, yes. All right, so we got that straight. Our second number is a bit slower, but it's romantic in an old-fashioned, kind of misogynistic way, as you will see. So let's watch and listen carefully as our old newlywed couple puts another log on the fire of their domestic bliss. I love this one.
Woman, it's getting cold in here, so put another log on the fire. Cook me up some bacon and some beans. Go out to the car and change the tire. Wash my socks and sew my old blue jeans. Come on, baby, you can fill my pipe, then go fetch my slippers. And boil me up another pot of tea. Then put another log on the fire. Bam! And come and tell me why you're leaving me. Now don't I let you wash the car on Sunday. Don't I warn you when you're getting fat. Ain't I gonna take you fishing with me someday. Well, a man can't love a woman more than that. Ain't I always nice, dear good sister? Don't I take her driving every night? So sit here at my feet, 'cause I like you when you're sweet. And you know it ain't feminine to fight. So put another log on the fire. Get me up some bacon and some beans. Go out to the car and change the tire. Wash my socks and sew my old jeans. Come on, baby, you can fill my pipe, then go fetch my slippers. Then boil me up another pot of tea. And put another log on the fire. Hey! And come and tell me why you're leaving me. Yes, come and tell me why you're leaving me. I just don't understand why that woman would want to leave me.
You know, they say a good man is hard to find. But you can get 6 for $1 at the dollar store. For a bad man. Okay? In fact, I understand the Golden Goose is opening up a new department. Ladies, gently used husbands. It's pickup only. So you don't get to trade, there's no trade in. The shelves are full of these guys. Okay? They're just going out the door. But if you want to pick them up, I think it's Wednesdays at 10. Get in there for the crowd. Okay, now, oh my gosh, our next act is very different. It's a melancholy melody sung by the lovely Nancy Gilbertson. And for us to get there, we have to ride the magic elevator because she's on the 14th floor. Ah, here it is. Ding. 14, please. Ding. Ding. Okay, a couple more. We're getting there. Ding. Hey, it's the 14th floor. Let's see. A, B, C, D, G. It's the girl in 14G, and Nancy's going to sing about the lovely apartment that she is going to thrive in, where she can finally live on a diet of peace and quiet.
in to 14G, so cozy, calm, and peaceful. Heaven for a mouse like me, with quiet by the leaseful. Pets are bad, party food, and no solicitations. A window seat with garden view, the perfect nook to read a book. I'm lost in my Jane Austen when I hear say this so. Not the flat below from an opera wannabe in 13G, a matinee of some cantata, Wagner's Ring and Traviata. My first night in 14G, I'll put up with the genie and brew myself a cup of tea, crochet until she's feed me 8:30, not a peep, except the clock tick-tocking. Now I lay me down to sleep, a comfy bed to rest my head, a stretch, a yawn. I'm almost gone when do-do-wah-ba, do-do-wah, scoo-doo-doo-doo, na-na-na, na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na, woo! Now the girl upstairs wakes me unawares, below and down from 15G, her reveille. She's scatting like her name is Ella. Guess who answers a cappella? Do-do-wah, do-do-wah, oh, do-do-wah, scoo-doo-wah, I'm not one to raise my voice, make a fuss, or speak my mind, but might I query, would you mind if, could you kindly stop?
You know, it seems like our dear Nancy is in a bit of a musical pickle there. But what do we do in Sun City when life hands us pickles? You got it, baby. Pickleball. Vicious. Competitive. Like a herd of rabid woodpeckers all at once. Where are they? Where are they? And where do they play this game? In the kitchen. It's always in the kitchen. Right? You guys know what I'm talking about. Well, I need to get on with the show. That's why I got the athletic socks on there. Ready. Our next act is a dream come true for Fred Giuliani. Fred has always had a wish that he could be a stand-up comic. And tonight he gets to check that off his dream list. Okay? It's very emotional for me. Anyway, don't throw anything on the stage, okay? False teeth, no. Loose change, no. Lingerie, man, I'm talking to you. And finally, no incendiary devices, because this man alone is an incendiary device. It's Fred, the Giuliani Man!
What's that, sir? What's this printing on my shirt? Well, I think it's fairly obvious I'm not a babe magnet. Well, when you heard that introductory music, I'm guaranteeing you didn't expect to see this come out. Maybe an Elvis impersonator, because actually that music is the beginning part of Elvis Presley's version of the song C.C. Rider, recorded live in Hawaii in concert at the Honolulu International Center Arena on January 14, 1973. But I'm sure all you Elvis fans knew that. Do we have any Elvis fans out there? All right, I chose that music, that energetic music, because it's getting to be mid-afternoon, and some of you might have nap time. And in case any of you nodded off like you do in the recliner at home when you're reading or watching TV, well, I wanted to get you up so you didn't miss any of my act. Now, I did have an alternative method of getting you up, but I didn't want to use that because it's kind of harsh, this little gizmo here. So I apologize for that. Okay, now that you're all awake, I'm going to tell you why I'm here. This is a bucket. And this is a list of the things I'd like to accomplish before I kick the proverbial bucket. Well, this first one's been on here a long time. Win an argument with my wife. Like that will never happen. So, I can tell you all that because she's not here today. I don't think. So, here we go. Perform a stand-up comedy routine on the Sun City Auditorium stage, here, in front of a live audience of fun-loving, intelligent, good-looking people. Would I pander to get on your good side? Yeah? Okay, the rest of my act is nothing more than me telling you 4 jokes that I heard when I thought were funny when I first heard them. And I hope you do too. Now this first one is not a hilarious thigh slapper, but it is cute. And I hope you enjoy it and get a chuckle out of it.
Susie's third grade class had a substitute teacher one day, a mean and grumpy substitute teacher. And they were doing a unit on oceanography and whales. The teacher started right out by saying, "I don't care what you've heard, children, it is impossible for a whale to swallow a human whole." Well, little Susie raised her hand and said, "But teacher, what about the Bible and Jonah and the whale?" "I repeat, it is impossible for a whale to swallow a human whole." Well, little Susie said, "Well, when I die and go to heaven, I'm going to ask Jonah." "What if Jonah went to hell, Susie?" "Ooh, in that case, you ask him." You can tell that at Sunday school. Teenage boy rushes home all excited, tells his father he got a part in the high school play, said he plays the part of a man who's been married for 40 years. His father said, "Oh, that's all right, son. Maybe next time you'll get a speaking part." A policeman pulls over a motorist, and as he's walking up next to the car, he notices on the back seat all these knives and machetes and axes and such. So he asks the driver, he says, "Hey, what's with all the weaponry on the back seat?" And the driver says, "Oh, officers, those aren't weapons. You see, I'm a juggler and I use those as part of my act." Well, the skeptical officer said, "Well, why don't you just get out here and give me a demonstration of your juggling ability?" So the kid said, "All right." So he's juggling away on the side of the road, all this cutlery. Driving past this scene is a guy and his buddy. And the driver says, "Man, I'm glad I stopped drinking. Get a load of the sobriety test they're giving me now." All right, this last one's a little long, so stick with me, okay? But I think you'll enjoy it. A man's getting his hair cut, and he tells his barber that he's going on a trip to Rome, Italy. So the barber said, "Rome? That's a crappy place to visit. The traffic is horrible, and the people can be obnoxious. How are you getting there?" "I was going to use Air Italia." "That's a crappy airline. The flight attendants are ugly and rude, and the flights are never on time. Where are you staying when you get there?" "The International Marriott." "That's a crappy hotel. It's old, the rooms are tiny, and the service is horrible. Hey, why are you going anyway?" "Well, I was hoping to see the Pope." "Ha! See the Pope. You're going to be down in St. Peter's Square, and the Pope's going to be high up on a balcony, and he's going to look to be about the size of an ant." So a month goes by. Guy comes back in to get his hair cut. Barber says, "How was your trip?" "Well, it was wonderful. I got bumped up to first class. The flight attendants were cute and very attentive. All of my flights were on time. And my room was, the International Marriott had just been given a $50 million renovation. And my room was spacious and like new. And the service was terrific." "Yeah? Did you see the Pope?" As a matter of fact, as I'm touring the Vatican, a Swiss guard comes up and taps me on the shoulder and said that the Pope likes to surprise random visitors with a private audience, and I had been selected. Well, he leads me to this room, and I'm standing there about a minute. A door opens, and in walked the Pope. Well, I immediately went down on one knee and bowed my head. "Yeah? What happened then?" Well, the Pope, he walked over to me, and he leaned over me, and he spoke to me. "He spoke to you? What'd he say?" The Pope said, "Where'd you get that crappy haircut?"
To dream the impossible dream. Oh, man. Fred, what can you say? If you you want to see more of Fred, he'll be available at 9 p.m. shows on Tuesday nights at the In-N-Out Burger. The drive-through window. It's a little dicey between orders, so you need to bring your own lawn chairs and traffic cones. But you're in for a good time. Okay? Now, what's the next act? Can somebody tell me that? This is the interactive portion of the show. Snow White. Oh my goodness. Way down the list. Well, let me tell you a little something. I want you to take an imaginary journey with me as we go to see a wonderful place called Theater Club. This is where we have to commercialize. I'm going to give you a commercial now. We need help. If you haven't seen it now, I know you felt it. Okay? We need supervision mostly up here. But sound, lights, actors, dancers, musicians, any of that, you're welcome. All you have to do is not exactly like I did, because it got ugly. But if you come to the next meeting, you can be in the club, and you can join us and have all the merriment that your heart could possibly desire. Our theme song is Hi Ho, Hi Ho. It's off to play, we go. And that's a wonderful segue for Snow White, isn't it? Yes, especially when you're stuck. So, imagine, if you will, a lovely young wife who's disenchanted, and she goes in search of her 7 premarital boyfriends, also known as the dwarfs. And what could possibly go wrong with that? We're going to find out.
It's been 15 years now since Snow White was rescued by the handsome prince. Now she's restless, even bored. And castle life, no, it's no good. The prince has put on some weight, and Snow suspects that he may be trifling with some of the ladies in waiting. She's grown tired of it all, tired. The courtiers, the lackeys, the dukes, they're so hard to like, impossible to trust, and just boring, boring, boring. One Friday, well, actually it was a fine day, as sparrows and bluebirds were weaving her up with ribbons so she would look like a maypole, it hit her. Those little guys, those 7 dwarves, now they were fun. Yes, and cute and endearing, with such a variety of quirky personalities. As she wandered, could she find them again? After a long search, she saw the old cottage and felt warm all over, remembering the happy days she had experienced there. As she draws closer, Snow sees Grumpy on the porch, looking into a mirror, saying his mantra.
I am content with what I have, and I'm at peace with all the world.
Oh, hello, Grumpy. It's so good to see you. So, what's wrong with the world today?
I am content with what I have, and I'm at peace with all the world.
Where's that Grumpy who stomps and growls and yells at people?
Gone. That Grumpy's a thing of the past. I finally realized I needed help, so I went and got myself into an anger management class with empowerment.
Oh, hey, Happy. Oh, hi. Whoa, you don't look so happy. What the heck?
Oh, Snow, I'm really not unhappy, but I'm wiser. The workshop I attended helped me see that my over-the-top, groundless euphoria is not a constructive or helpful view of the world. and it could allow a victimization pattern which benefits neither the
What the Sam Hill is going on around here?
Snow,
What?
I think you should apologize to Happy for interrupting him. Happy, you need to be a little more aware of your boundaries, okay? So, Snow, once you have apologized, I'm sure we'll be able to answer all your questions.
But I just don't understand what's happening. Why are you talking like that, Bashful? What have you been smoking?
Empowerment, my dear. And I am high as a kite on it. Oh, by the way, if you're planning on moving back here, you need to pony up your part of the rent.
Well, I don't have a part, remember? I'm cute. Birds land on my fingers. I cheer you guys up.
But we don't need cheering up, and we can buy our own bird feeder.
But I'm cute.
Well, that brings up another subject. You know, we've all had our fantasies about you. Even I, even though I didn't say anything because back then I was a little bit,
Too bashful.
Thank you very much. And you can dispense with the cutesy stuff, okay? Yeah. Really, what kind of relationship could any of us expect to get out of this? I mean, sure, you had us eating out of your hand, but good grief, Snow, we practically fit in your apron. So, in other words, where was any of this going for us?
But you all seemed quite pleased to just, see me.
He's right, Snow. Sure, it was great having a 12th century centerfold hang out with us. We dwarfs, we had to get on with our lives, develop meaningful relationships, education. Oh, and by the way, you owe us $739 in back rent, and that doesn't include utilities.
Well, utilities? What is going on around here? Well, I don't, what's happening?
First of all, I am wise and smart, Snow.
Oh, no. I remember now. You couldn't uncross your eyes long enough to add 2 + 2.
Oh. Wrong. I am wise and smart. The universe leads me to the answers I need.
Oh, what the heck is that supposed to mean?
That is my affirmation.
Ugh, give me a break.
Dopey, you did a great job on that money report.
Sneezy? Why aren't you sneezing?
My nose is clear. My lungs support my breath, and I inhale the universe.
No sneezing? How did you get cured?
I got a new job. I mean, think about it. Why would an asthmatic like me be working in an underground mine?
I can't believe this. I just don't believe it. Sleepy, are you still you?
I am awake.
Oh, yeah.
I affirm all of the abundance of the universe. And
I can't believe
all
it.
of the abundance of my alertness.
Oh, I just can't believe this died. Can you say something to fix all this?
Snow, I have learned that my overdeveloped sense of personal responsibility for their lives has actually caused them to have pathological behaviors.
Oh.
And I mean pathological. Anger issues, manic depression, social anxiety, sleep disorders. Snow, I release myself from directing their lives, and I am now going to trust the universe to guide them.
Oh, you guys all used to be 7 totally quirky, unique individuals. You all used to be wonderful.
Snow, I am sorry. We're not here to live up to your expectations.
You all used to be 7 totally unique, quirky individuals. Now you're just a band of bland, cookie-cutter copies of one another. I'm out of here.
Where are you going?
To yonder kingdoms unknown.
But Snow, it's dangerous out there. There may be a gang of dragons and even bandits.
Maybe so, but it'll be a lot more interesting than this.
Lady, the princess sent me to return you to the castle.
Well, it's you, Sir What-a-Waste. Virtuous and chaste knight, leading all the other knights into battle. Yes. Why do you even want to go back to the castle? Why don't you join me as I embark on an uncertain journey into the unknown in search of utilities?
Utilities!
Let's go!
That was deeply disturbing. I counted 7 psychological disorders and I wasn't trying to keep count. Okay? Well, our next act should be familiar to all of you. Let me just check the audience. Yes, you're tall enough to remember this. The Johnny Carson show, right? Tonight show with Johnny Carson. Put you back in that mood. And remember all the different skits he had. Well, one of the favorites was that one with the guy, with the big turban. He gets the question, but he gives the answer first. So I just want to warm you up so you understand the program. It's pretty complicated. Carson would get the question after he gave the answer. The answer is no. The question: if a mime drowns in quicksand in the lonely forest, does he make a sound? No. He's a mime. This is all he can do. That's it. That's all he's got. So what was that guy's name with the big turban? Harnack the Magnificent! He's here live! Out of retirement. Take it away.
Thank you. What a treat we have for you this afternoon. We have a visitor from the East, the all-seeing, all-knowing master of extrasensory perception. He has prepared for this engagement today by locking himself in a cave, a deep, dark cave where he has not had any contact with human beings, with the exception of a former Green Bay Packer quarterback seeking counsel should he return to football or run for vice president. Now, I hold in my hands a former Costco pickle jar. In it are envelopes with questions that have not been seen. This jar has been sealed and kept in the posse shack for the last 30 days. However, without ado, let me bring on Karnak, the Magnificent! Karnak, the Magnificent! Oh, great one. Please, have a seat.
I am Karnak the Magnificent.
Yes,
Why is my chair smaller than your chair?
because your butt is smaller than mine.
Yes, I see.
Oh, great one. In this jar are envelopes. In the envelopes are questions. No one knows the answer to these questions, but you, and your borderline genius, are going to ascertain the answer right here in front of this crowd. Are you ready?
I am ready.
The first envelope.
Baja.
Baja.
Are you going to repeat everything that I say?
It's in my contract. Yes.
How do sheep laugh?
Baja.
Cheek to cheek and cheek to cheek.
Cheek to cheek and cheek to cheek.
What's the most popular dance in a news column? You understand that?
I get a little slow out there, but yes, I
Is it Karnak Hawaiian still? I can't tell. Smells like pickles.
no idea why.
I don't like pickles. Pop goes the weasel.
Pop goes the weasel.
What happens when you stick a pin in a weasel? Now that you understand. Catch a falling star and put it in your pocket.
Catch a falling star and put it in your pocket.
What's a good way to start your underpants on fire? Fire 1, fire 2, fire 3.
Fire 1, fire 2, fire 3.
What did Trump do to his campaign staff this morning? AI.
Artificial intelligence?
AI.
AI.
What you might put out with your Red Ryder BB gun. Three favorite things.
Three favorite things. Three favorite things.
A Swiftie, a Hickey, and a Quickie. And that's good.
Yeah, I understand that too.
Sis, boom, bob.
Sis, boom, bob.
Sis, boom.
Sis, boom, bob.
Describe the sound when a sheep explodes.
Cisco's
Pennies from heaven.
pennies from heaven.
Pennies from heaven. In 2035, how will Social Security be funded?
This crowd understands that one too.
Yes, they do. Sunshine and fresh air.
Sunshine and fresh air.
When President Biden opens the windows in his basement. Karnak tries to be equivalent.
Maybe not so. Maybe not so much.
Okay. And may a herd of javelinas make love in your hot tub. 9 to 5.
9 to 5.
9 to 5.
These are difficult Karnak girls.
The final score of the annual Sun City basketball tournament. A very, very hard fought game.
Oh, great one. I hold in my hand the last envelope.
May your next door neighbor build 3 pickleball courts by your backyard. Now that would be bad. They're off.
They're off.
What does a dog say when he backs into a lawnmower? They're off.
What a guy, what a show, what a night. Karnak. Didn't you miss him? Now, we have one more act before we release you into intermission land. And I realize a lot of seniors, actually 9 out of 10 of you, suffer from IBS. Itchy butt syndrome. So at this point, if you want to get up and stretch a little bit, scratch, it's cool. You're getting permission here, okay? And if you're worried about other people seeing you do that, just close your eyes. They can't see me now. But seriously, we do have one more act, and it is a vibrant one that will bring you up, maybe out of your seats to dance, and that's okay too, okay? Because it's just a sensational closing act for number one, act number one, okay? Remember the bistros across the way. You can fulfill your libation needs. You can have lots of fun, and now we are going to be meeting the Mayworms from up in Minnesota, I believe. Next on the card, May. looking for the Rock and Roll Club?
Sure.
Ah, good. You must be new here.
Yeah, you betcha. We come down here from Minnesota. We say goodbye to Olena. Why, Olena? Bye, Lena. We look all over the place down here. We even looked at that place north there, Saddle Sore.
We call it Saddle Brook.
Oh. We even took a very fancy dance lesson from that studio, I think it's called Awful Murray's.
Arthur, yes, Arthur. Arthur Murray's, yes, yes, I've got it.
Anyway, me and Beulah settled on this place right here. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. Sin City.
Yeah, yeah. About that, the accent's on the U. Sun City. Take it away, the Mayworms! That Beulah, she's still got it. It's time for you people, you beautiful good people, to go forth and intermit. We're going to take a 15-minute intermission, and we trust that you'll come back because the second act is through the roof. Okay? Now go out of here before I start doing some disco dancing. Oh, sorry. Thanks, mate. I appreciate that. We're on the second act now. I'm back. What the music said. All right. I trust that since you did return, I didn't see anybody in a headlock or anything, that you're having a good time. Yes? Raise your hand. Raise your hand. Say amen. Hey,
refund. Put your hand out. We will cut it off. Okay? One more time. Having a good time? Are you ready for some more highly coordinated song, dance, skits, and general revelry? You're not going to believe this act. I still can't believe it. I've seen it 18 times, and it blows me away. It is the incredible Jesse Bloom and the Blossoms!
Okay, Sue, I am so excited. Jessie Bloom and the Blossoms have been asked to perform at the Sock Hop.
Whoa, Killer Joe. Yeah. Look at these boots. But where's Jessie? We've got to rehearse.
Well, she has a new squeeze. She says this is the one forever and ever.
Oh my goodness, this is the third boyfriend this year, and it's only March.
Here she comes. Hi, Jessie.
Hi, girls. This is Eddie. Isn't he luscious? Look, he gave me a senior ring. Oh, thank you.
Babe, I gotta go. I'm on the varsity football team. You know, I'm quarterback.
Oh, Jessie, tell us all about it, all the gory details.
Well,
Yeah, but you know, that's the third boyfriend this year, and it's only March. How do you know he's the one?
listen and learn. Hit it. Does he love me? I wanna know. How can I tell he loves me so? Is it in his eyes? Oh, sing to me. Is it in his eyes?
gases. So much plastic. Don't worry about the whales, you know? If that ever gets in the ocean, they're goners. Now, I'm supposed to say something witty right now. You take a second. You know how this is. When you get older, everything is slower. Memory fades. And there you are, stuck on a stage, feeling naked. You don't want to go for the note cards, but maybe you have to. No, they were fantastic. I enjoyed them every moment. In fact, I have an app on my phone. Maybe you have it. The Pizazzometer. My Pizazzometer blew up with Jessie and the Blossoms. Okay? And since I have my phone out, how many of you turned yours on during intermission? You don't want to talk about it, do you? Okay? I'm still packing. I got a marshmallow with your name on it, so don't forget that. It's an ugly way to go. Now, the good book tells us we should never cast our pearls before swine. But here in Sun City, we say, just don't feed the javelinas. It's the same thing, okay? If you remember last year's play, Nest Truspooping? No Trespooping. How many of you were here and saw that show? Okay. Very good. You're brave people. You came back. You remember one key character, Floyd the Flasher, right? Well, he's back. He's in business. But the Golden Girls are hot on his trail. So let's give it up for the Golden Girls!
Oh my goodness. Chase Floyd the Flasher all over town today.
No, Blanche. You chased Floyd. We chased you.
Well, whatever. I am so wound up. I don't think I can go to sleep.
Me neither.
Ooh.
I made us some warm milk. After I drink warm milk, I fall right to sleep.
Well, I can think of something else after which I go right to sleep, huh, Dorothy?
During. Oh, look, you brought cheesecake. I'm so glad my date with Barry is tomorrow. The fat won't have time to show.
It won't.
No, it always takes a few days for the fat to show.
Where does it go?
To Connecticut, Rose. How did I know? I just want to be spelled for Barry.
Barry's very important to you.
Barry was the man that I wanted to be my first.
First what?
The first man on Mars, Rose. My first lover.
What happened?
Stanley. That's what happened. Stanley. I went to a drive-in movie with Stanley. He said he was getting shipped off to Vietnam and you would probably get killed and it would mean so much. That was my contribution to the war effort. It took 3 seconds. I didn't know we'd done anything until 9 months later when the baby came.
I waited until my wedding night.
No.
Yes.
And
It was a surprise.
What do you mean, hon? Another man showed up or what?
I had never seen a man.
A man.
Man.
No. Yes.
what about your father? You mean you never saw your father?
My father? Oh no, not my father. Oh my goodness, what I would never
Easy,
believe it.
easy.
have to follow. Actually, that first night, I was, well, appalled, I guess. Oh, Charlie, he was so very patient. And it was quite nice once I understood what you were supposed to do. It wasn't some colossal joke. I mean, didn't you think it was a ridiculous thing that first time? Oh, no, honey. And I certainly didn't wait for my wedding night. I couldn't. I had these urges. You know, in the South, we mature faster. I think it's the humidity.
I think it's the gin.
My first was Billy. Oh, I remember it like it was yesterday. That night under the dogwood trees, the air thick with perfume, me with Billy. Or was it Bobby? Yeah, it was Bobby. Or was it Ben? Oh, who knows? It started with a B. That first time, did you have... Are you serious? Oh, many times the first time. You did? Well, you didn't? Oh. Oh, it was nice being near Charlie, but it was 5 years before I knew what made your eyes go to the back of your head. Dorothy, did you?
How could I? It always happened before I got into the room.
Well, I am still wide awake. Let's go back there and get some more goodies. And I'll get some more warm milk. Ooh.
Any factory Oreos back there? Ah, it's Dockman here.
Mom, what are you doing? Why are you up?
Hey, Pussycat, I was supposed to have a date with our neighbor Floyd, but apparently he was being chased all over town by 3 crazy women. I gave up. I came home. Good night.
Night, Mom.
Night, Sophia. Night, Sophia.
What a guy, that Floyd. You know, I met him last week. It was 10 days ago. Anyway, he was over at the bistro. Same shoes, same trench coat. He was having a triple espresso, keeps him juiced up and, you know, it's the rocket fuel that he needs to keep going. And so, I have, you know, preconceived ideas about a man that needs that much exposure in his life. But I thought I can get through to him. And so we had a nice conversation. Turns out, he's a regular guy, okay? He lives over here in Marana. He has a ranchette. He has a wife, a son. You know what they do? You're never gonna guess. They raise chickens. Yep. And so I was amazed, and we talked some more, and you know, Floyd is a very creative guy, and he said that he and his son and his wife had developed a hybrid chicken with 3 legs. And I said, well, why on earth would you do that? And he said, well, you know, I like a leg when we eat, the wife likes a leg, and the son likes a leg. So 1 chicken, you get 2 legs. You know, that's not going to work. 2 chickens, you get the extra leg. What are you going to do with that? And I started to realize this man's a genius. So I said, you really did that? "Yep." I said, "Wow, it's impressive. They must be pretty fast, Floyd." And he said, "You better believe it. The rooster, I clocked him at 70 miles an hour one time." And I said, "No way." He said, "Oh, way. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that rooster can really fly." I said, "Well, Floyd, how do they taste?" And he said, "That's the problem. We can't catch them." That was a long joke. They might have overbuilt the runway for that plane. Just a little plane. Now, on the other side, to get back to business, our next act is one of imitation, but it's the highest form of flattery, as you know, is imitation. You imitate somebody you love. So if you're walking around like me, singing Marvin Gaye's top 3 songs, "What's Going On," "Let's Get It On," "Let's Keep Getting It On," you're imitating the master. Or if you do an Elvis thing, then you're really high praising this. So I want you to give it up for the high praise of Miss Minnie Pearl.
There you go. Well, I'm just so proud to be here. Now, I know a lot of you come here to hear all about my kinfolk back in Grind a Switch, but I got something a little bit different for you today. Now, a few years back, my good friend, Mr. Ralph Emery, he invited me to be a guest on his TV show, Nashville Now. And I did a segment every Friday night called Let Minnie Steal Your Joke. So, viewers all over this country, they sent in their favorite jokes, and then I got to share the best one with the folks out in the audience. Now today, I'm going to share with you just a few of them, just to see if I can tickle your funny bones. Because it must have worked back then, because I did that segment for 7 long years, and they loved it. So here we go. Joke number 1. A man was seated in the lobby of his doctor's office one afternoon, waiting his turn. All of a sudden, he hears the patient in with the doctor just screaming. He sees an 85-year-old woman. She come running out of that examination room and run right through the office, right out the door. Now, when the man goes in to see the doctor, he asked, "What's that lady's problem?" The doctor said, "Well, I told her she was going to have a baby." The man just looked and he said, "Really? She's going to have a baby?" "No," said the doctor, "but it sure cured her hiccups." All right, joke number 2. 2 men were placed in the intensive care room at their local hospital. The younger man said, "Ooh, what brought you here today?" And the older gent tapped his chest and said, "I think I got myself a bad ticker. But what about you? Your face looks horrible." "Sinus," said the younger man. The older man's like, "What? No, you must mean sinus." "No, I was with another man's wife and he's seen us." All right. Settle down. All right, number 3. A woman was in a hurry to get dressed, ready to go to work. She asked her husband to pull up the zipper on the back of her dress. In doing so, he ended up pinching her with the zipper, and he thought it was a big joke. Of course, the wife was very annoyed, and all day long she thought of ways of getting back at him. When she got home from work, she saw he was working under the car. So she got an idea. She bent down, grabbed that zipper, and pulled it up and down a few times. She was laughing to herself and walked into the kitchen. Lo and behold, there's her husband in the kitchen. And she's like, "What are you doing in here?" He's like, "Well, I'm waiting for the mechanic to finish fixing the car." What scribes? All right, joke number 4. A traveling salesman was going through the county, and he was invited to supper and to spend the night at a small farmhouse. Well, after supper, the wife, she brought in a homemade blackberry pie for dessert. The salesman, he thought that was the most delicious pie he'd ever eaten. Kind of embarrassed himself by having seconds and then thirds. Now, unbeknownst to him, the farmer's wife had taken a liking to him, and she came up with her own plan. In the middle of the night, she woke up her husband and she said, "I hear the mules out in the barn. You better go see about them." As soon as her husband was out of the farmhouse, she runs across the hallway, knocking on that door, and she says, "Now's your chance." That salesman got a big smile on his face, jumped up and ran down to the kitchen and ate the rest of that blackberry pie. All right, last one now. Looks like you're ready. There was this old woman, and she was just sitting in her rocking chair on the front porch of the old folks' home, when suddenly an old man come walking up to her and asked, "Guess how old I am?" Well, she looked at the man, and she said, "I can't tell. I think you need to take off your clothes." And he did. And so she stared at him, she looked him up and down, and she says, "You're 82. He was amazed. He's like, "How did you know?" She smiled, she said, "Well, you told me yesterday and the day before that too." Oh, did my fun moment. Well, folks, I just love hearing your laughter, and I could just stand up here tickling your funny bone for a month of Sundays. But to be honest, I met myself a handsome fella before the show. Yeah, I did. He said I looked like a breath of spring. Well, he didn't use that exact words. He said, I looked like the end of a hard winter. But I think he was just his way of flirting. So, anyway, I'm going to go back and skedaddle and see if I can do some tickling backstage. Thank y'all, folks. Bye-bye.
You know what? I'll bet you didn't know there was an underlying theme to this show. Think about it. When you came in, string of pearls. What's an MC's job? To hold the pearls together. Mr. Threads. Okay? Don't cast your pearls before swine. Mini pearl. You know what I'm talking about now. Okay? Now, we have a highly cultured couple of pearls. They're going to bring on some class to this show. Chris Sigford and Linda Block. They're going to do El Chocolo Tango. T-A-N-G-O-T-A-N-G-O. Didn't you love that? Oh, man. Did you see my hips? My hips, I had them both done recently. I was very tired. I was born with Irish hips, and I said, no, they're no good. So I got Cuban hips. They roll. Now, last year I got knee replacements. I got both of them done. So I got Argentinian knees. So I'm ready, baby. I am ready, and Santa's going to bring me new pecs and new glutes this coming year. And it's wonderful. I just don't know how to be able to stand myself. Oh, it's wonderful. But you know, people ask me how can I afford all these surgeries? The secret, and I want you to write this down. The secret is Costco. But their secret, how they make the money, is you must get two of everything. You can't just get one knee or one shoulder, none of that. It's two or nothing. Okay? But don't worry, it's great. It's a new thing. They got a freezer for you in the back. They do their hygienic cutting up and shipping out. It's very fast and efficient. They put you at the curb. The Uber driver takes you home, and it's all good. Yep. So it is. Now, where was I? Having a problem here thinking, oh, that's what it is. There's only one thing you can't get at Costco. You know what that is? Barbershop Quartet. We are very fortunate to have a barbershop quartet next. Okay? The problem is they have no names. And they're still arguing about it to this hour. So, the nameless nabobs, bring them on out. Are you ready to go on your own?
Well,
Let's introduce us.
yeah, let's see.
I can't introduce you.
So we've been arguing about our names, because I like the cliffhangers, because we sing bass.
Yes, yes, but I like the Quadrasonics. Get it? Quadrasonics? Quarter, single, sound.
Sound.
Not like dry heat. We live here in the desert where we got dry heat, and we are a hot quartet. I'd like to start singing. We can start moving.
Oh, no, I better go. Go!
Will turn out right. It's a good day from morning till night. Yes, it's a good day for singing a song. Yes, it's a good day for moving along. Yes, it's a good day. How can anything go wrong? A good day from morning till night. Yes, it's a good day for shining the shoes, and it's a very good day for losing the blues. Everything to gain and not a thing to lose. It's a good day from morning till night. I said to the sun, good morning, sun. Rise and shine today. You know you gotta get going if you're gonna make a showing. And you got the right of way. It's a good day for paying your bills, and it's a good day for curing your ills. So take a deep breath and throw away your pills. Good day from morning till night. On a wonderful day like today, I defy any cloud to appear in the sky. Dare any raindrop to plop in my eye. On a wonderful day like today, on a wonderful morning like this, when the sun is as big as a yellow balloon, even the sparrows are singing the tune. On a wonderful morning like this, I said to the sun, good morning, sun, rise and shine today. You know you gotta get going if you're gonna make a showing. deep breath and throw away your pills. Good day from morning till night, and good day from morning
You guys have another one in here?
Listen to that song about that really hot love affair. Yeah, that's Mrs. Olsen. That's the one that. I hope it's still here.
I know.
There's a lot to that song. A lot of passion and stuff like
I love coffee, I love tea, I love the Java jar and it loves me. Coffee and tea and the Java and me. A cup, a cup, a cup, a cup, a cup, boy. I love Java, sweet and hot. Oops, Mrs. Olsen, I'm a coffee pot. Shoot me the pot and I'll pour me a shot. A cup, a cup, a cup, a cup. Ooh, slip me a slug from that wonderful mug, and I'll cut a rug till I'm snug in a jug. A slice of onion and a draw one. I love coffee, I love tea, I love the Java jar and it loves me. Coffee and tea and the Java and me. A cup, a cup, a cup, a cup of mustard beans, soy beans, cabbage and greens. Unless it is a coffee bean. Oh, I love Java, sweet and hot. This is also not the coffee pot. Shoot me the pot and I'll pour me a shot. A cup, a cup, a cup, a cup of Java. Stuck in a jar. Taking it slow, taking it slow. Waiter, waiter, percolator. I love coffee, I love tea, I love the Java jar and it loves me. Coffee and tea and the Java and me. A cup, a cup, a cup, a cup.
Makes you want to get a haircut. Maybe a full body wax. If you happen to be in Costco again, you can get the laser hair remover treatment next to the egg section. So it's sad now. I'm happy to introduce our final act. A wonderful trio, auto harp, violin, piano, and two mellifluous voices that belong to RJ and Kelly as they sing the incomparable Hallelujah by Leonard Cohen.
Rolling down Route 77,
sights. Here we're home, it's time for celebration. As each morning rolls around, our community fills the sound.
Friends and neighbors, voices old and new.
Hammers and crafts and pickleball. Pool or gym, we heed the call.
Sewing, golf, and dance, we've got those too.
Desert hikes, water volleyball, bocce, tennis, and bingo.
So much to do, it keeps our heads a-spinning. Quiet days with lively books, lunch and the views, all hail the cooks.
Cards and games, even when we're not winning.
Thanks to all who make life grand, volunteers that lend a hand, office staff and those who teach our classes.
Don't forget, sounding like crew, thanks to them for all they do, and thanks to every one of you. We love you! One more time. Hallelujah.
Here it is.
Nancy, please come out. Nancy, these are for you. They're for friendship and appreciation. This is the woman that had the idea, the concept, helped us all, picked everybody, came up with ideas, on and on and on. And she coached us all and everything. So she is, because we're a do-it-yourself theater.